What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
Prototypes of the first light four-wheel drive vehicles appeared in 1938, and the War Office was first introduced to them at comparative trials in North Wales. Believing in the incomparably higher qualities of the new technology, in December 1938, it issued to the leading British automobile corporation specifications for standardized four-wheel drive army vehicles of different classes, in which 95% prevailed two-axle versions, often converted from previous designs. Light four-wheel drive army vehicles. Military vehicles of this category included multi-purpose and specialized 4x4 vehicles with 60-74 horsepower power units, which were produced by three British companies. Morris Commercial PU-804, 1941 to 1942. An example of accelerated creation of new equipment was the PU-804 vehicle of Morris Commercial. For reconnaissance, laying telephone cables and towing guns. It was built on PU-8 chassis. It was built on the chassis PU-8 with rear driving wheels and differed by a 74 horsepower engine, instead of the previous 60 horsepower, transfer case, and increased ground clearance by 64 mm. They were assembled 1192 copies. Morris Commercial C8 C9, 1939 to 1945. The C8 series trucks were created on the already mentioned rear-wheel drive chassis CS8 chassis. They were equipped with a 64 horsepower engine, 5-speed gearbox with a single-speed transfer gearbox, hydraulic brakes, and various bodies. In numerous versions, the C8 served as a telephone cable laying truck, a large caliber machine gun point, and a 70 horsepower tractor of field artillery. The special low-frame chassis C9 with locking rear leaf springs was equipped with side jacks and a full-turn platform for carrying the Swedish anti-aircraft gun Bofors. In total, about 10,000 units of the C8 C9 series were made. Guy Quadrant, 1938 to 1944. Parallel to the rear-wheel drive model Guy Quadrant, the all-wheel drive version Quadrant, with increased power up to 60 horsepower, which increased curb weight by more than 1 ton. The most famous version was a compact tractor with a closed cargo passenger body to accommodate the crews of towed guns. Together with three other companies, 3,878 such vehicles were built. Ford WWII, 1941 to 1942. One of the most famous vehicles of the British branch of Ford Motors Corporation was the cabover truck WWII. With 85 horsepower V8 engine and all single wheels, used as a light artillery tractor and mobile chassis for Soviet cartouches. In 2 years of production, 2,516 vehicles were assembled. A family of 3-ton four-wheel drive vehicles. These vehicles were two-axle army vehicles with a payload of 3 tons with all metal cabs over the engine, wood metal bodies, and all single wheels, which were produced by 7 British companies. Albion Foot 11N, 1940 to 1944. During the Second World War, the Albion Company's program was led by a 90-horsepower truck. Foot 11N was a small production truck, available in a variety of body styles to accommodate troops and field workshop equipment. Bedford QL, 1940 to 1945. The most common 72 horsepower trucks of the company Bedford made up the extensive QL family of mass-produced trucks, produced by the end of the war in number of more than 52,000 copies. The trucks were characterized by sufficient power, high traction qualities, and cross-country ability. On these chassis was created a wide range of multi-purpose transport and specialized vehicles, from basic flatbed trucks with high-sided bodies, standard vans, and tanks to artillery tractors for towing anti-aircraft guns. Crossley Quad, 1939 to 1945. In the interwar period, Crossley built 3-axle trucks IGL family, and with the beginning of the war the company switched to a brand new lightweight all-terrain Crossley Q Quad, which delivered various airfield, engineering, and firefighting equipment. It was equipped with a 90-horsepower engine from the latest version of the IGL-8, 2-stage transfer gearbox, and 2 types of open or closed angular cabins. Carrier K6, 1940 to 1944. During the war years, the Carrier Company, known for its utility vehicles, produced an 80-horsepower army truck. K6 with original external features: shifted forward front drive axle, massive front fenders, offset backward angular cab and radiator on the front panel. Austin K5, 1941 to 1945. During World War II, the famous Austin Company produced the K5 truck with a closed all-metal cab or open cab with a canvas top and a short rectangular frontal cover of the forward engine compartment. It used a rare for those times 85 horsepower overhead valve engine and 2-speed transfer case. The basic multi-purpose body was adapted both for delivery of personnel and transportation of guns of up to 76 mm caliber. The main disadvantage of the K5 trucks was a strong noise when moving, so they were known in history under the nickname Screamers. Until the end of the war, 12,000 copies were built. Thornycroft Nubian TF, 1941 to 1945. The most important achievement of the Thornycroft Company during the Second World War is considered to be the creation of a multi-purpose truck Nubian TF, which according to the requirements of the military department was supposed to be used in the desert conditions of North Africa. It was equipped with an overhead valve power unit of 85 horsepower, a 2-speed transfer case, planetary wheel reduction gears and spiral pinion main gears. All versions were equipped with a closed cab with slightly sloping front windows and high-board body with removable awning. Ford WE6, 1942 to 1945. Second in production was the long-wheelbase Ford WOT6, which was unified as much as possible with the short 85 horsepower version Ford WOT8, and had an extended body with folding benches. The characteristic appearance was created by a narrowed wedge-shaped cabin with 2 raised windshields, a hinged cover of the air intake, covered with fine mesh, and triangular brackets with a fence pipe. An observation hatch was usually placed on the roof of the cab, where an anti-aircraft machine gun could be mounted if desired. WOT6 trucks were built more than 30,000 copies. Preserved Ford WOT6 trucks at the Festivals of Historical Military Vehicles Heavy 2 and 3-axle Army trucks. This category included military trucks with payload up to 10 tons, all-metal cabs over the engine and 4x4 and 6x4 wheel configurations, produced by only 2 companies. AEC Matador 0853, 1938 to 1945. After long tests in late 1938, the Royal Army adopted the heavy truck tractor Matador 0853, 4x4, of AEC. Associated Equipment Company, for delivery of 9 to 10 tons of cargo and towing artillery guns of caliber up to 155 mm. It was equipped with an inline 6-cylinder diesel engine of 95 horsepower, the usual for such vehicles, transmission, spring suspension, 7-ton winch and hydraulic and then pneumatic brakes. It was equipped with an angular cab with a characteristic semicircular sloping roof and typical civilian radiator trim. Matador had incredible tractive qualities for those times and could evacuate American Sherman tanks with block tracks. During the war, this chassis was used to build an anti-tank artillery unit and a 12-ton armored personnel carrier. Until November 1945, 9,029 Matador trucks were assembled. AEC 0854, 1940 to 1945. Using the experience of development of the Matador cargo truck during the war for the Royal Air Force, the AEC Company produced a 10-ton chassis truck 0854, 6x6. It was equipped with the main units and cab from the model 0853, but did not have a winch. It was equipped with airfield fuel tankers with a capacity of 11.5 thousand litres, repair and evacuation cranes and oxygen extraction stations. Leyland Hippo MKII, 1944 to 1945. Leyland's main purpose during the Second World War was to produce a new 10-ton Hippo, 6x4, truck. After a long search and testing, only at the end of the war appeared a workable version of the Hippo MKII with a 100 horsepower diesel engine, 5-speed gearbox with an additional 2-stage gearbox and a new cab. Its development was already peacetime. In the title photo, heavy tractor AEC Matador 0853 at the European Rally of Vintage Army Trucks. All measures are converted using the International System of Units. Only authentic black and white illustrations are used in this article. Full-color photographs are by the author. In conclusion, the British four-wheel drive trucks of the Second World War stand as a testament to innovation and practicality over empty traditions. These vehicles were not just tools of war, they represented a shift in thinking, prioritizing functionality and adaptability in the face of adversity. By rejecting outdated norms, these trucks played a crucial role in shaping modern military logistics and paved the way for future advancements in automotive design. As we reflect on the legacy, let us appreciate how necessity can drive progress and inspire change, reminding us that sometimes breaking away from tradition is essential for growth and success.